Hey Gemini, welcome to your reading for the month of November. This is Bella with Bella Gitana Tarot. So let's find out what is going on with your person. Okay, so first off we have painting the roses red and shaman, trust in higher forces. And on this one it says covering up errors. When I was reading the book about this, it was talking about I don't know who it was, the little workers that work for the queen. They found out the roses that they got were white instead of red, and that's what she wanted. So they decided to paint them red so that they don't get their head cut off, right? So I'm getting here that your person is used to hiding the truth. They're not trusting that whatever they have to give is good enough, right? So they're trying to appeal and, you know, meet expectations. And I get here that they're afraid to be who they really are with you because they're afraid that you're going to cut their head off, basically. So it's a time for your person to really just make a decision to be authentic. And from there, you don't have to cover up anything because you'll just be who you really are. And you'll be able to trust in higher forces that what is meant to happen is going to happen. And if somebody is not able to be in your life because they rather punish you for not being perfect or making mistakes, then you don't need them in your life, right? And so I feel like for November, your person is really learning about how to be authentic and really trust the higher forces, trust spirit, that there's a bigger plan out there and it's not all up to your person to, you know, to try to be in control of what they want to show to the world or show to you in that sense. Okay, so then we have grave satisfaction and disconnected. I'm getting here that in the recent past, your person really felt like they could open up to you. They might have been disconnected from their own emotions at the same time. This is like the Two of Cups energy. It's like you gave them that hope that they could finally connect to themselves. And it took them a while, right? Because this person's, you know, kind of taking it in. And so with satisfaction, your person may have been used to always being disconnected, and that gave them satisfaction to never really go deep, right? To just be at the surface level of things. You know how she's just floating on the surface. So your person realized that they don't want to keep being shallow and keep having these surfacey, you know, type of connections. And I feel like that's what they were used to. And because they wanted to be surface level and you didn't, okay, Gemini, they decided to disconnect, right? Because that's what they're used to. That's what they think satisfies them. Even though for a short time they did feel satisfied with going deep with you on that communication. I mean, on that level. I just said communication. That's not a communication card. Okay. And so it says here, handling challenging communication, including being ghosted and blocked. And it says here, I was not able to listen to how you felt. The way that they handle challenging communication is to just avoid it altogether, right? And it's because they were not able to listen to how you felt about things because it was hard for them to hear that they've hurt you. You know, sometimes when people are not ready to face that they've hurt you, they just ghost you. You know what I mean? Like they just block you. And so your person was not able to handle the emotions because they were used to the surface level type of energy. That's what they're used to. Okay, Gemini. This is something that's really starting to make them be aware that they need to look into what is true and what isn't, what is of their integrity and what is not, what is fake, right? And so with intention, someone has ulterior motives. This could be you, Gemini. You or somebody who had your values, your morals, that you were just very in touch with who you are as a person. And you knew this person did not have good intentions. But I get here that you really wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. And at the same time, I feel like for November, your person may not be able to still meet you at that level to be somebody of their own integrity. They might still be in this toxic energy. And so you may have to decipher if they really are going to have good intentions or not, if they do decide to come back. Because it says here, for the month of November, they are going to try to come back. New love, a new love or recommitment to love is developing, and you need to have patience because, you know, good things do take time. And so when I see these two together, it's like it's going to take time to wait for this person to be able to recommit and to develop into that person and blossom into that person that you need them to be, because they actually need to work on how to navigate, you know, relationships and how to navigate heartache overall. This is like the Knight of Cups. And it says here sadness and separation, and then we have submarine navigation tools. So this person's ability to handle communication or anything that's deep within the ocean, right? Like not surface level, but deep in the ocean. It's hard for them to figure those things out and really be able to communicate, especially if there's sadness in the connection, or even if there's separation, if you guys are in separation. You know, this may be what's happening with your person, where they're having a hard time accessing their emotions because they've always been used to being disconnected and not being in touch with their feminine side. You know, this guy is wearing a shield, very guarded, and there's like blood on the sword. So I get here that he's used to hurting people. You know, he's used to cutting people with his sword, and, you know, being guarded and putting the sword in front of him, like standing between you and him, like in the way, right? Because this is how they that's their truth. This is how they keep themselves separated from you. You know, always being incognito, like, you know, a submarine, you never see it from the surface, right? It's always underground. So I'm getting here too that your person has a deep sadness about you guys being separated, and they're not letting you know because it's deep down at the bottom of the ocean, you know, and you're not even able to see it or be able to hear it, right? Because they might not tell you, but they're hurting. They really are hurting. And I feel like your person is starting to realize that this cycle needs to end. You know, you can't just keep hurting people because it's going to start racking up your karmic debt. Okay, so let's pull some tarot and see what else needs to come through. Wow. The Ace of Cups reversed. So your person does have a lot of love for you. However, because it's in reverse, they're really hurting when it comes to love. They are not able to meet you right now where you want them to. Look at this. We have the Five of Swords at the bottom. So even though there's a lot of love here, his world has been turned upside down because they know that they hurt you. And this also signifies like a separation, not able to have a new beginning because there's been lies and deceit. What else, Spirit? Okay, Knight of Pentacles, but your person does want to come to you. They're on a journey. You know, this guy's like walking through the desert and he's got his water inside the pentacle. So your person is holding on to their emotions. They could be traveling, right? Because he looks like he has like a rocket there in his backpack. But he does keep going back and forth to the pentacles. Okay, do I come forward towards her? Do I not? You know, so they're a little bit torn about coming forward, but they do want to. Look at this, the Hierophant. Yeah, they're learning about commitment, about spirituality. They could be getting advice. You know, they could be reading books since there's a stack of books there. They could be talking to a mentor, somebody that's older and wiser, to kind of give them guidance on how to move forward. Because this has become a burden for your person. 10 of Wands. Even late at night, your person is still up late at night thinking about how everything's happened, and it's really weighing on them. Okay, look at this. They want to move forward from that 10 of Wands energy and charge ahead because they know that they messed up, because they were not able to handle the communication. But I'm getting here that in November they really want to come forward. Okay, look at this, the Lovers. Okay, so this is why it came together, because your person knows deep down they do have these feelings for you, Gemini. You know, this is actually your card, Gemini, the Lovers. So they do want to come forward, most definitely, for November. What else, Spirit? Page of Wands. They are definitely curious. You know, they may be a little bit shy, but they do want to come forward because they know that they missed out on this chance to be with you. Four of Cups. You know, that's Four of Cups is usually about not taking an opportunity when it was presented. Yeah, because they were tempted. Devil's energy. they needed to learn about these things that were holding them back. Your person was probably wondering, why is it that they couldn't commit, you know, when they saw that they had this new beginning with you. Yeah, they didn't have the clarity at the time, but I get here that for November they are gonna gain some clarity. We already have the Chariot and the Page, so that's indicating a message is coming. What else, Spirit? Oh, look at this, Ten of Swords. So something had to end in order for your person to let themselves let go of these addictions. I like that these came together because this is signifying that your person has ended some type of addiction or some type of toxic cycle or relationship if they were in a third party. Yeah, look at this. They've done some shadow work, the moon. So that's going to come to the surface here for the month of November. What else, Spirit? Yeah, they want to bring balance back into the connection, equal give and take, the Six of Pentacles. I love this. Yeah, I get here. We saw the Two of Pentacles earlier. So your person has been going back and forth, and essentially they do want to bring you this offer. Look at this, the Magician. So they really want to transform, bring these tools to the surface, right? And finally have a conversation, which is what I'm getting here. Okay. So I pulled these cards earlier, and I'm just going to show you what came up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, a forward momentum is beginning to take shape in this connection. I know I made a huge mistake, okay? Wow. So this is very key because this is saying we did have the Chariot here already. So forward momentum is starting to take shape because this person is going to finally come to you and give you that reciprocity that you have been needing, right? And they're going to finally admit that they know they made a huge mistake. And this is how they feel towards you. Love, romantic, intimate, passionate, committed, and happy. Blissful, joyful, content. It's beautiful, okay? Especially because they're both looking at the sun. I get here that when your person looks at the sun, at the sunset especially, they think about you. They might have fond memories of you guys looking at the sunset together, okay? Beautiful. And these also came out for you. Golden Unicorn, Ascension, awaken to your soul's potential. So your person could be finally awakening to, you know, level up and also be in union with themselves. They're feeling inspired. It says here, inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. So your person's feeling very inspired to, you know, really challenge themselves to reach your level because, you know, they know that they were operating out of low vibration. And then we have Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So your person's very much, Gemini, really wanting to come back home because you did make them happy. They know they made a huge mistake and they really want to come back and have that new love. We did see that new love card, okay? Because you did give them that satisfaction. And we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So I'm getting here that your person is not somebody that you thought you were going to fall for, and vice versa. Look at this. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So Gemini, get here that the soonest that you let go of this person, okay, energetically, and, you know, pull your energy back, that's when they're going to finally show up. That's usually how it happens. When you finally put yourself in that surrender stage, that's when they come back, oddly enough. Okay, and it says here, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Exactly. So as soon as you let go and surrender and you keep an open mind and you're not focused on this person returning and keep thinking positive, that's when it's going to, you know, that's when the situation is going to transform. And we have religious factors at the bottom. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this is going to basically help you awaken and see love and life differently, okay? Yeah, free yourself from any limiting beliefs. It's time to take back control of your life because a lot of times we put our own mental blocks or even physical blocks in our own way, right? Like in this situation, this horse, this is actually a unicorn. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Look at this. The synchronicities. I just never noticed that this is a unicorn, okay? So free yourself, you know what I mean? This, when you awaken, you actually do free yourself from everything you've known in the past. You know, you start to see things from a whole different perspective. So free yourself from what you have been going round and round about in this connection, because that's already done. The past is already done. There's no need to rehash it or think about it, and stay optimistic and things will change. And you guys do have a past life relationship, Gemini, since you have known each other before, okay? So just trust that things will come back around, because you guys are magnetically drawn back to each other. You know, the sooner that you release them from any expectations and yourself, you know, for your own good, then the sooner that this can, you know, eventually come back around. So I feel like for the month of November, your person wants to come forward and communicate and have that talk with you, but definitely keep yourself open to moving forward and trust the higher forces, because we did see that in the beginning. Okay, I love it. So that is your reading, Gemini. Comment below, let me know how this resonated, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.